feel like in the original there was a necromorph on the floor in here, and he just popped up and bit off my ass real hard. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I turned it up to ultra, which would make performance worse, right? But it was having the same problems on the default, the medium. So might as well enjoy the good boots, really boots with their good.
Electrical hazards on the floor ahead of you.
Are you?
60-year-old deck plating doesn't play well with power surges.
Watch your step.
Oh, we didn't do the gravity traps, or is that... Remember the gravity traps from the original one? I mean, I don't remember what they were actually called. I called them gravity traps, but the little bits in the floor, I wonder if that's kind of what this will be. What's this? What is that? Contact beam. Okay, I've never used this, just like I'd never used the flamethrower, but I've used flamethrowers in other games, so that wasn't too exciting. Contact beam, though, I have questions about. So let's learn about contact beams. But contact beam has ammo, therefore we use contact beam. Now, where do I want to put the contact beam? My problem solver has ammo. Let's replace the flamethrower. Okay, so what's the deal with contact beam? He's beefy. Primary fire asteroid cutter? Excuse me? Heavy... I was reading that. Heavy energy something or other. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. For now, let's go back to using Old Faithful here, my 9mm. My Beretta, my Beretta. Is this for bathroom? No. Mining admin. Oh, I don't want to go in there. That looks terrible. That looks like a shitty place. Full of douchebags. Told you it was full of douchebags. Look, there's one right now. There's one behind me. I'm running away because I'm afraid. Not because I think it'll solve any of my problems. Contact beam. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's just a laser. It makes things go away. Cool. Interesting. I don't think I have a lot of... Oh. Is this a guy? Or is that just goobers? I'm so hurting for ammo, guys. Like... I'm in trouble. Okay, wait. Reload the contact beam. Curious about the contact beam. Or energy... What the heck is this called? You know what I'm talking about. Problem solver. Maybe I should use it as an actual rifle instead of a problem solver. Ripper's my friend. I feel like we were awash in ammo, and now I'm sucking. Like, I'm just really having a bit of a dry spell here. Yeah, this is definitely... Yeah, those guys are hanging out. This is where the grav traps were. But they're not grav traps now, they're just electrical panels. Main fuses, absolutely. Feels like where I might want to be. Oof. I will take that. Beat you to it! Okay, thank you for the ammo. You heard my complaint. You promptly responded. That's all I can ask for. Somebody didn't like that. Well, what's gonna happen to us in here? This is exceptionally nerve-wracking. They're just on hooks now? Great. Before... Were they always on hooks? I thought they were just sort of up there from the gravity. But... Okay, this is different. Did I come in through there? No, I didn't. Oh, I remember this room. Wait, is this a door? It is. Well, it's something I can't go in, I don't think. I'm curious about what this is all going for. Yes, I'm the captain. I am the captain now. Give me that. Fuck me up. This must play amazing on New Game Plus. Alright, trying to work out how fast they spread. This is admin support officer. Why would you be like, well, I mean, I guess when times are tough. The flight deck was the first to go. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading that. Was to go probably thanks to that shuttle crash. Do you mean us? I'm still not sure how long it was between the Ishimura going offline and us showing up. Most of medical is overrun and losing ground by the hour. Engineering can't be far behind. No word from cargo or communications, so not expecting anything but bad news when we do. Our best hope seems to be the mining deck. Everybody's down there. They're going to become whole down there. Our best hope seems to be the mining deck. Dallas, that's such a good name for a young man. Dallas. That's actually a pretty good name for a young lass as well. I need to have kids just so I can name them. It's like character creator. Dallas says the infrastructure down there is still running. But if they took out security that fast, how long can we hold out? Bet you did better than you think you did. Not that you care at this point. Because you'd be dead, baby. Alright, interesting. There's a lot more flavor text in this. With this version, which is, you know, nice, but there was something really lovely about the first one not having that much. It was sort of like Resident Evil 1, right? You play Resident Evil 1, like the original, and there's not much to kind of let you know what's going on. Like, you're really not sure. And when you find out, you're a fair bit in. Like, you're starting to kind of put it together, maybe, but you're still guessing a lot. Whereas this is beating me over the head with the fact that it's the marker. I got it. But, like, that's okay. They clearly are all about the marker right now, which is, you know, it's fine. Coolant monitoring. Is this where I'm going? No, which means that's where I'm going. I'm not anti-marker. I really should, like, Dead Space? Okay, so if I've got this correct, and I could be wrong because I didn't play the original when it came out. I didn't play it until I think 2020. Dead Space had like movies and comics and books. It had these tie-ins to the 3 games. I don't know. I'm pretty sure one was a sequel, or sorry, not a sequel, a prequel. And so it did this sort of story across multimedia. So there's probably, I'm just guessing, reflections of that stuff in this one, which would be kind of interesting. But I'm not familiar enough with it. Alright, we can do HP. HP Boopcraft, let's go. We like it. We like it a lot. I should I was looking for the Dead Space books. Because I really love a good video game book. And, hey, what's this? Why is this here? What's over here that was hiding? Doesn't seem to have been doing anything. Unless, can I put these on the electrical things? But anyway, I think they're out of print, which would explain the prices on them. Which, don't get me wrong, that wouldn't stop me. Did that do anything? That didn't do anything. I don't know what I thought I was. Did it? Did I beat it? No, I didn't. I don't know what that's for. But, and isn't Extraction... So Extraction was a game, right? And was it not like on the Wii or something like that? Maybe not the Wii, maybe like PSP or something like that. But I think it was like a rail shooter. What's happening? Oh, fuck! Sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to think of my eBay journeys. I do love eBay. Sometimes the fact that I only buy from Canada Usually. Now and then I'll buy from the States, but not too often. It's just not worth the customs fees. Sometimes that actually works out in my favor because in Canada they're trying to unload it, and it's usually coming out of Quebec or Edmonton, or at least it seems to be. And well, I guess Ontario too. I guess I just didn't really notice Ontario when I lived there, but sure shit not coming out of Saskatchewan. Is they're trying to unload it, so sometimes the prices are actually better than in a wider market. Dane, we don't give a shit about eBay! Well, I mean, maybe you too collect video games, or you will one day. Now, you know, eBay is a part of that. I like it. I'm very interested in game guides. Definitely. I love them. It's way easier just to look shit up on your phone now, but I like having them around. And I like the physical copies of things. They don't have to be sealed or anything like that, I just like to have them. Okay, maybe I should consult where the fuck I'm going instead of reminiscing about eBay. Last thing I bought on eBay, actually, oh, I got refunded. It sucked. It was a game guide for Final Fantasy VIII. Pretty good price, but then the guy went to ship it to me and realized he couldn't do it by letter mail, and instead of just asking me to pay for the shipping, he just fucking refunded it. I probably would have just paid for the shipping. That would have been fine. They're just trying to make a buck. I get it. I had a PS2 that was busted.
Power diverted from mining administration network. That's one. We still need more power. A couple more systems should do it.
Oh, I'm just knocking out a system. Okay. Yeah, I had a PS2 that was busted when it got to me. The lasers, they're old systems. That guy was cool though. That was fine. Oh fuck. Okay, hang on. Oh! So when you hit the alternate thingy, it just becomes a big ball of fire. Interesting. Investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Attention, please. As soon as someone mentions me. Dane, is that Eminem? Yes, it is. I remember a few lines. Did that creature just get wasted on the... It's chugging in here too, isn't it? Alright, yar she chugs. Might as well just render it in 30 FPS. Wow. They're killing themselves. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about that. What I should do. Can I not pick up the necromorph? And chuck him in there? I can't. Or if I can, I'm not good enough to do it. Gotta go melee on your ass! Listen, Callisto Protocol was on to something! The melee attack! Kick the shit out of you with a big ass wrench! How about that? That actually worked. Melee's been saving my ass more than it ever should. Ooh, credits. Credits! My magic! Okay, so what do I got? I got contact beam stuff. Just not sure exactly how the contact beam is deciding what it's doing. Like, oh, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. I threw some loot over here. I know I did. Because it was stupid of me. But I don't know where it went now. I think it was like a med kit or something. I dicked it up! Where am I going? We're going that way, huh? I'm gonna get killed. I would like to step on the electricity just to see the death animation. But I am trying to stay alive here. Maybe when we replay this, I'll go buck wild on murdering myself. Because right now, when I murder myself, it's not intentional, okay? This is where I got the contact beam. Whatever the hell it's called. Now I'm frozen in space. Something behind me. Nothing does the, oh my gosh, there's something behind me, as good as Dead Space that I've experienced thus far. Because I always feel like they designed the areas in such a way that I really can't do my back to the wall sort of safety net sort of thing. Which I rely on a lot. And I cannot do that in Dead Space. The music is growing on me. Like, I really like the tracks from the original, but these are sorrowful. I'm sad and desperate? What the hell is that? Hello? Look, my arm adjusts for where I am. That's a nice little detail. I like that. Oh, wait a minute. Something feels bad about this. Are these gonna be the big bloaty guys on the wall? Because we haven't seen them yet. Oh, no, it's not a hallway. I thought it would be. What am I? I'm nervous. I'm feeling nervous, fellas. I'm feeling nervous, ladies. I'm feeling nervous, Jabbles. Okay, let's save since we're so nervous. We're nervous, we're nervous. Ow! Andrew Dice Clay. Ow! That guy had some very just... His jokes were so crude. I'm not sure they were jokes. And thus I laughed because I didn't know what to do. Some of them are funny. I actually didn't know who Andrew Dice Clay was. Oh man. Until he showed up on Entourage as himself. Oh, this is what you want, is you want to see Wiccan circles in space.
What's that? A recording?
Yeah?
Huh. Must be the marker they took up.
Are you watching me?
That marker. That's the symbol of the Church of Unitology.
Like, they're just beating me to death with the marker. The marker, I got it.
But if they found this on some alien planet, what does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Unitology's onto something?
Unitology's full of shit. Forget it.
See, I think what happened here is the whole Unitology marker thing was like, they threw it in there in the first game, but then it got really heavily developed afterwards. So now when they come back, they put way more into it, right? Because they've thought about it a hell of a lot more. Same thing, Resident Evil, T-Virus, Umbrella, whole thing. Very, very minuscule details in the first game. And then it builds and it builds and it builds. And when they go back and they redo it, they add a whole bunch of extra shit. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you know, it do be what it do be. You want me to read? United we ascend? Unitology, A New Hope, or just another scam? Sorry, it gets a little blurry in certain angles. It's not by maybe it's my eyes. By Carrie Van Otken. If you've been living on Mars for the past... Oh, this is in the original. You might have missed the fastest growing religious movement in history. Well, I bet people are living on Mars. Unitology boasts a following of millions. I'm having the same reaction I had in the original when I read that, which is only millions? Counts powerful CEOs and officials in its ranks, claims 78 billion of stock in multi-global companies. Multi-global. No, there's a word that we're going to have eventually. And owns two of Earth's largest financial institutions, GPSG Financial and Unitas Energy Investments. It's really blurry to me, but that might just be me. From its beginning as a cult of personality, Unitology has become a respected, established religion. Most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman... Is there something about Altman in the second game? A respected geophysicist blew the whistle on what he claimed to be the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government. The discovery of an artifact, or marker, which proved beyond any doubt there is alien life in the universe. Again, you don't have to worship aliens. Who made the aliens? Sorry, I lost my spot because I was Proselytizing. That's not what I was doing. That's the wrong word. My vocabulary is all jumbled tonight. There is alien life in the universe. The government labeled Altman a kook. That's what they wrote down, was kook. But his claims struck a chord with some, and his mysterious death soon afterwards fueled that interest. Altman didn't kill himself, along with civil unrest and demands for action. Unitologists believe the marker contains a code, the key to eternal life, through rebirth and ascension to heaven. The kicker is you have to die first. Well, we Christians believe the same thing. They say, but like, not that it's written on a rock somewhere. They say, well, what about Moses and his plates? Well, shit. They say the government is hiding the marker somewhere, keeping its secrets for themselves across all of human space. What? Across all of human space, Unitologists praise Altman's martyrdom and await the day God comes to take them to their new life beyond death. Okay, we also think that. It all sounds pretty harmless, but like any cult, there's a dark side. Okay, what's this one's dark side? Unitologists are ranked in the church, and this is where we're just what sounds like Scientology, and I say that without even understanding really what Scientology is. I still get mail from the Church of Scientology because one time I walked into the Church of Scientology on Yonge Street in Toronto because I was curious, because I have a tendency that when people tell me, oh, whatever that is, those people are crazy, don't listen to them, to go, maybe I should go listen to them. This time, I'm afraid of them, so I'm not going to say much. Other than I went in there and people just came out of their offices and they just came over to me and I had all the attention I could ever have never wanted, and they had me watch this video where a woman gave birth silently, and I already knew I wanted to leave as soon as I walked in, but I was afraid to. And then they were like, oh, here's the book, you know, L. Ron Hubbard's, it's not called Scientology, I don't think. Is it? I still have it, the copy I bought that day, because I was like, yeah, buy it, just let me go. But they, they took my name and all that, and I still get mail. Not anymore because I moved, but a long time ago, but I still get mail at an old address that sometimes gets routed to one of my more recent ones. And it's just promotional stuff from the Church of Scientology. But I don't want to call them and say, please stop doing that, because I'm not sure how that will go. But I did read, not all of it, a good chunk of L. Ron Hubbard's book, the one that, I know he had more than one, the one that they sold me that day. Oh, what is it called? Alexa, what is the book that L. Ron Hubbard wrote? She doesn't know that one. Alexa, what is Scientology? Hang on. Okay. It doesn't say. I want to say it was whatever the standard one is they give you to read. It was, I don't know, it was science fiction, I thought. Anyway, I don't want to rip too hard on Scientologists, not just because I'm sort of afraid of them, but because at the end of the day, I don't know, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm Christian, Catholic specifically. I think that's it. But the key word there is think. So, and you tend to think whatever you were raised with, right? So, who knows? I don't know. You hear bad stories about that religion, but you hear bad stories about my religion too. Possibly worse stories about mine. So, I don't want to be too much of an asshole about it. But yeah, that day was a little bit scary, and I think part of it just was that I was very, very young. I was underage at the time. Not that like they didn't do anything to me, but just like I probably shouldn't have walked into some church on my own, right? And and I don't know, I'd never had like no, you know what, I'm lying. I had been around very far left is not the term, but amongst Protestants, the people that are way more towards the Bible, I'm going to use the term Bible thumping, but like, you know, your buddy Bob and you study the Bible together and that's your church kind of situation, versus you have a big institution in the Vatican, kind of like more that way. Born again Christians, I'm going to call them, and that's, I don't mean that derogatorily, but I've had them sort of circle around me and, you know, do that kind of thing, and it's almost predatory, but that's still not the right word. Because it's well-meaning, I think. And I think that's also what it was that day in the Church of Scientology, I think it was well-meaning. So I don't want to be too much of an asshole about the Church of Scientology. But I'm still going to make fun of it, but I also make fun of my own. So just know that. Anyway, moving on. Unitologists are ranked in the church. Nobody ever talks about it. Then how do we know about it? But most of its critics believe that there are at least 3 ranks above the average believer or initiate. Alexa said that in Scientology they're called adherents, which sounds cooler. With each new... Alexa! That wasn't for you. With each new... Stop. At least she apologizes. It's okay. It's alright. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just a robot. With each new rank, more of the church's inner workings and research is revealed to a follower. And these ranks are achieved by one simple criteria. Shouldn't it be criterion? Giving money and power to the church. Think taking all your money's bad? The church also requires their members to donate their bodies after death. That is a little sketchy. Why? What do they do with them? Nobody will say. And I find it hard to believe that any government will allow that. But, again, what do I know? Also, it's a video game. Dane, shut up. What did they do with him? Nobody will say. And attempts to infiltrate the inner circle have failed. Well, shut up about it. With their emphasis on transformation and rebirth, maybe we wouldn't like the answer even if they told us. Well, one rumor that also refuses to die says the church is funding a secret shipbuilding program. Some claim to have seen the fleet. No documentary evidence has ever been supplied, but the claimants all say these mausoleum ships, despite their huge size, continued on page 94. I think that's verbatim from the original. I don't remember if they mention Altman. I think they do. I think that's a verbatim file from the original. But, yeah, anyway, I went on a big fucking aside there. Sorry about that. It's my game channel, I'll do what I want. Because the thing is, when I watch this as an old lady, because if I'm blessed to become an old lady, I'm going to think about these things and I'm going to go, what are you doing, Dane? And then I'm going to say it and be like, mm-hmm. Still got it. Because I forget what I say in these recordings. I don't watch them. I go through them real fast just to take out silent parts and parts where something happens or whatever, and then stitch them together, and then just render them and let them go. So I don't actually know what I'm doing in here. Now and then I catch something and I'm like, oh, what a crazy lass. But no, I don't actually watch them or anything, because, well, I have, and that's how I know that sometimes when I'm playing it, I don't recollect doing the thing that while I'm watching it, I'm going, oh, you should say bleh, and then I say it, and it's cool, but I haven't done it too many times, because, like, it takes enough time to record this kind of stuff, and then stitch it together, which is not too bad, because I don't do very much stitching, right? Like, those short videos that are on the channel, and the one-shots, those take about 4 times as long as it does to do any of this, because I have to sit there and watch it and export, and there's usually, like, for those 15-minute little videos, if they're even that, there's like 3 hours of video I gotta go through, and I miss a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just super pain in the ass.